G'day, PJ here. I got a question the other day about how do I go about filleting fish, and when you got the fillets off, well, how do you go about skinning them? Well, I'm about to show you how to do that. I've got one set here. I'll just switch the camera around. I've got a nice drummer here, one I caught the other day, and main thing is get yourself a nice good preparation area. As you can see here, I've got a really nice good piece of nylon cutting board, good old filleting knife. It's courtesy of, you hear us talk about him on the program, Graham Donaldson, or Ducko, or the Duck, or Grimace. That's a frost knife. I've had that knife, I don't know, Graham, I'll probably tell you, more than 26 years, but yeah, it's a cracker. It's lost a bit of its profile, but it still keeps a razor sharp edge. I've got a bath of salt water here, just so I can wash the fillets off. Now I'll pass the camera over to my trusty assistant, Linda. And main thing I want to notice is, this is one of the drummer I caught the other day. The scales are still on it. If you're going to skin your fish, leave the scales on because it makes it easier to skin. So if you're a good sharp knife, my first cut is under the pectoral fin here, where you'll see you get a line of scales lift up. You just put the knife in there and just cut down to the cavity. And then bring the knife up under the fin like so, and round the back of the head down to the backbone like so. And now I'll turn the knife down and running so an angle of the blades like that, back along the backbone, and what that's doing is it leads along the edge of the fin base and it's running on the backbones. I want to get down to the wrist of the tail here, this is what we call the wrist of the tail. You feel the bone just come up and go down it and cut through to the tail. Why I'm wiping the scales off is they're pretty tough. For a small scale, they're very tough, and they can blunt a knife. Now that I've got it like so, you can see I've got a very nice clean fillet. Look at that beautiful white, mate. And then now I'm just angling down on the back of the inside of the backbone, and a good knife, not too flexible, but you can hear it bouncing off the rib cartilages like so. That way I'm going to get a really nice fillet, and I just follow it all the way down the ribs. And just follow it down and let the blade do the work. And I'll just flip him around, trim him down. And there you have one nice fillet, no rib bones. And as you can see all the bones nicely along there. There's a little bit of meat there. Well, that becomes Monty's rewards. I'll put that aside because Monty loves to feed fresh fish. Now you've got the fillet. Alright, now to prepare that fillet, what I do, this dark meat, like blackfish and drummer, get rid of that because that's going to be full of iodine tasting food. And just these little bits here, this is from the anal fins. You just trim those little bits off there because you don't want to eat that. And now, because we've left the scales on the skin, this makes it a lot easier to skin. Just nick your finger there and cut down to the skin. Get down so you've got a couple of inches to grab a skin. Hold your knife flat and just move the skin. Hold the knife flat. And there's the skin with the scales off. And a beautiful fillet. That was the skin side. You have yourself a beautiful fillet. Toss that aside. Get rid of the pin bones in the middle. Put your knife down like that. And with pin bones, cut down and back away from the bone, because they tend to run on a downward angle. just same again, away from the middle and down. And you cut that pin bone section out there. That's why your fillets get a V in it. And then to finish it off, just give him a rinse in a nice salty water. And there you have beautiful boneless fillet of fresh drummer. So there you go. Another tip from PJ's Fishing Outdoors. How to fillet your fish. Thanks very much.